I don't know, I'm hearing a lot of pessimism, and I'm hearing a lot of egotism. You know, I'm hearing a lot of subjects brought up, you know, and we're losing children almost every other day. And me personally, I've been working on an agenda with Mr. Obama as it relates to behavioral health. You know, the focus is for our community to have an agenda. We need to focus on behavioral health because we haven't done it in 40 years. And in 40 years, what used to be a community is now rigged to the jailhouse. And as I listen to my astute people on this stage talking about all these variety of issues, as far as the Olympics, what are you doing at the Olympics? We just got the nation. We need to save our kids today. And you guys need to tighten it up.
No,
Brother, have you been listening to the show?
He hasn't been listening to the show. I mean, don't worry about it. Listen, we hit it all. I got like
you
less
just
than
turned in and heard it.
I know, less than 5 minutes.
Channel 7.
You know what? When we had George Bush 8 years ago, he became president. He was a compassionate conservative. Then 9/11 hit, and the world changed. So Barack is for change, but you know what's going to happen? What's going to happen is something unexpected, like a terrible war in Israel, or a peace accord in Israel. Now the show is over. I can't go into international politics, but for the last 2-3 minutes of the show, what's going to happen?
Well, you know, that's one of the implications of Rahm Emanuel being appointed chief of staff. He's very much devoted to the state of Israel. I don't know if he's a Likudnik as the neoconservatives are. That means he supports the right-wing Israeli government and their positions. But he is pretty much very, very supportive of Israel, and that may hamper Barack from being perceived as an honest broker in the negotiations that have to come up. And so I'm a little concerned about that, and I hope that that is somehow mediated with other kinds of forces in his team, because I think that's the key to most of our Middle Eastern problems is if we can get a decent agreement in Israel with the Palestinian territories and whatnot, the rest would be gravy, essentially. I
say that because, you know, he's going to have to deal with he's going to send some military troops somewhere. There's always going to be a war, and he has this economic collapse. You know, the conspiracy theorists talk about the Amero and all this kind of craziness. Well, it could happen. You know, what's going to happen? You think this economy is going to continue to slide, and Barack is going to be totally focused on the economy for the next 4 years?
I don't think he'll be totally focused on one thing. I think that the challenge is to strike that balance, and I wish him well. I mean, I'm interested in that because it deals with all of us, but I am still more focused on what is here with us. I'm not blind to that, but we have to get ourselves in a position to even look at leveraging anything that we have. So, but the objective, I mean, the challenge for him is to strike that balance. And hopefully the forces won't be so much against America, and those crooks won't be so close to him that he can't do it. Because again, it's only the president, and he is being advised. And everybody who's advising him has an agenda, and all those agendas are not necessarily the same, and they're not always in the best interest of what we need to have done.
Now, I say that because I'm going to call it on your show later this evening,
okay,
WVON every Saturday night. And I love calling because your show is like a think tank. When I go to Pat's place, and, you know, I can't say where it is. When I go to Pat's place, your place is like a think tank. And then, of course, you know, I spam you guys all the time. And I know you get tired of the spamming.
No, I appreciate it, man.
I communicate with you via the email, and then you see the YouTube pieces. I'm saying, how do we get our young people and everyone to really communicate? And I may not agree with everything Pat says, nor Salim or Ikea, but we got to have the dialogue.
But you're doing a lot of it. Just what you described.
People follow your example.
Exactly. And you represent a generation that I know is younger than me, and a little younger than Salim. So you're doing your part, and that's all we can do.
That's what I'm trying to inspire people to say.
That's all we can do.
Don't sit up there waiting for Barack to come down from on high with the tablets to tell us what to do.
Yeah, the Messiah mindset has to go.
But he did show us that we can do it. All we have to do is apply ourselves. We have the capacity to do whatever we really want to do. That's the real truth of it all. If society would help us understand
that was always the truth.